Head in the game, head in the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
They snap it to Smith.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A terrific run there by Penny. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a run with Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now Geno. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Allen now looks to throw. Quentin Jefferson, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Davis.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On play action, Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 50, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen. And that is incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's McKenzie. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Facing this big 1st half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
To throw, it's Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Second half begins with a run from Penny. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On second down, a run with Dallas. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, Penny. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll try and run for it. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try the air now with Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From the red zone now, Smith. And this one's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a second and 10. On second down, it's Walker.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Walker going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. And Walker once more.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gino's going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on first and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Allen to throw once more. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Darrell Taylor able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. action. It's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They'll run on first down with Dallas.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Smith. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Geno now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-kick.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.